Oh, hello everyone. I'm Reggie Rivers coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. I am excited to welcome you to the 2020 Jockeys, Juleps, and Jazz, a Kentucky Derby after party and benefit for the cancer support community. Now, today, some of you have experienced a little YouTube glitch or the YouTube detour. You went to the YouTube link and now you're joining us here. We want to pause for just a moment to give a few more people time to join us. And, you know, this party tonight is Jockeys, Juleps, and Jazz. So you just heard some jazz music playing before we started here. We're going to teach you how to make a mint julep a little bit later. We've got a mixologist lined up to do that. And on the jockey part of it, you are looking at a man who aspires to be a jockey. I mean, I had a dream last night that I was a jockey in the Kentucky Derby. I was a jockey, and you know, I wasn't the main jockey. I was like a fill-in jockey because one of the jockeys got hurt, and I was walking in, and I'm wearing the jockey outfit. And what's the pattern? Is it a Harlequin pattern? Yeah, I had a Harlequin patterned jockey outfit on, and this outfit wasn't made for me. It was the jockey's uniform that I had to put on, and he only weighs 110 pounds, and so I put it on, and it was like a jockey bikini on me, but I'm walking out there, and I'm confident, and my chest is out, and I'm happy to be there, and I don't know that much about horses. I don't know how many expressions horses have, how many facial expressions they have, but this horse looked a mixture of astonished and horrified, and when I climbed on him, I could have sworn he said, "Get off." I mean, I know that horses can't talk, but that's what it sounded like he said. It's like, "Get off." But we ended up, we ran the race, and we were, in my dream, we were about 175 lengths behind everyone else. And the name of my horse in the dream was, "Oh, no, you didn't." And so every time the announcers, I'm, "Oh, and 'tis the law coming up on the outside, and there's authentic, and bringing up the rear is, 'Oh, no, you didn't,' with Reggie Rivers." And there's been some controversy that maybe Rivers is over the 126-pound weight limit, but I was able to squeeze in there. But, you know, it's just a weird little dream. And then kind of a twist at the end, it turned out I was the horse, not the jockey. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You know, it's just, dreams are strange like that. All right, well, hopefully that has given a few more of our friends time to get here to join us. So again, it's been my pleasure and honor to be a part of Jockeys, Juleps, and Jazz for the past 6 years here in Denver. And it's honestly one of my favorite events of the year. Now, there's no denying this year is different. Our nation is dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. We're unable to gather together. We can't celebrate in person. There's no handshakes, no high fives, no fist bumps, no hugs. But even in the time of COVID, the cancer support community shows us that community is stronger than cancer. So I'm going to embrace the change. I definitely miss seeing my Denver friends, but I'm excited to welcome supporters from all over the country and even all over the world who are joining us. Whatever your zip code, whatever your time zone, there will be many reasons for you to be inspired this evening. We have an incredible program planned for you tonight. We've got stories of resilient patients and families, a fantastic live and silent auction. We've got special guests and opportunities for you to support the cancer support community's mission to provide free services for cancer patients and their loved ones. Now, one way to join our team today is to support CSC with a gift. And tonight, that gift will be doubled. The first $10,000 that we receive is going to be matched, a generous match from Dominic and Nikki Scrivener. Thank you so much to Dominic and Nikki for making that contribution and that challenge for us to raise this money, and they will match it. So throughout the night, you're going to see a number on the screen, and it's going to be easy to donate and get in on the live auction. All you need to do is text CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. Again, CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. Now, while things might be different this year, some traditions remain. One of these is the mint julep. So we're thrilled to have an actual Kentucky Derby mixologist here to show us how it's done.
My name is Charles Joly. I'm from Chicago. I'm a world champion bartender, also the co-founder of Craft House Bottled Cocktails. Turns out I also know a thing or two about the Kentucky Derby and mint juleps. I would love to share my recipe, a simple recipe for a mint julep that you can make at home. Only 3 ingredients. If you've got a julep cup, great. Looks something or exactly like this. If you don't have a julep cup, don't worry about it. Just a rocks glass works perfectly fine. I'm gonna go with our mid-size cup here and start with our first of the 3 ingredients, and that is our sugar. You can use spoonfuls of sugar if you want to. I've made mine into a syrup because I like the consistency of it, and I also like that it's all going to become homogeneous. I'm not going to have granulated sugar in the base of my cup. So I'm going to start off with just 1/3 of an ounce of sugar here. You can see my simple syrup has a little bit of color to it. I use a raw sugar or unrefined sugar. It's got a little more flavor and it really ties into the bourbon quite nicely. Now I've got some fresh mint. I've picked off a bunch of leaves there. And you can see when you take your mint, strip down the stem, get all of these leaves, and then reserve the top because we're gonna use that for our garnish sticking out the top. It's gonna come back and bring this really beautiful aroma. Next thing, we're gonna add a tiny splash of bourbon, not all of it, just a little splash. And then we're going to muddle this cocktail. I want that liquid in the julep cup, so when I'm muddling the mint leaves, those oils have a place to go and they're actually going to infuse into the simple syrup and the whiskey. So it's just a gentle press and turn. You do not want to beat this mint up. And crushed ice is such a key part of the mint julep. And so I'm going to encourage you to do this at home. Take ice from the freezer, scoop it into your napkin, bunch it up into a little bundle like so, and then I've already crushed a bunch of this using my comically sized enormous Donkey Kong mallet. You can use a meat tenderizer or anything else. Give it a wallop. While you're smashing this, the nice thing is that this napkin is going to absorb all of that excess moisture, and so this isn't going to be sopping wet, and your ice is going to be nice and dry. So I'm going to add about, half or 2/3 of my crushed ice, and then I'm going to get to the good part, the bourbon. Choose a nice classic bourbon. This one is easy to find. This one is called Bullet. It's pretty much anywhere and it's very classically styled. I put 2 ounces plus that little extra in the beginning into this cocktail, and for me that is plenty. The julep is meant to be a slow sipper on a hot day. Then we're gonna top up with this wonderful crushed ice that we've had. I like to get a real snow cone vibe happening here. If you've got somebody that's not drinking booze as well, doesn't mean you can't make yourself a nice cocktail. I might make a really strong, say, Earl Grey tea or something like that, and substitute, kick the bourbon out and put that in. You do everything else just the same, and you're gonna have a really lovely cocktail. Remember, we saved those mint tops. We're gonna bring that back because the aroma ties this cocktail together so well. We give this a little smack here, and it brings up all the oils, really wonderful. And then our cup, we have our little reusable metal straw. I'm gonna sink that down with our... Good luck out there today. Please be generous with your donations. Thank you again for supporting the cancer support community. We absolutely appreciate it. Happy Derby Day to you, and cheers.
Oh, thank you, Charles Joly. That was wonderful. I don't even drink alcohol, but that mint julep looks so refreshing. I wish I had one. And you know, speaking of refreshing, we have Lisa Hidalgo with us from ABC Denver 7 News. Lisa, so good to see you. Look at that hat.
It's tough though. I've got to kind of turn this way so you can get the full effect of it. In person, you'd be able to see the whole thing, Reggie.
Oh, that is beautiful. Now, last year, you had the swan hat, and I didn't think you could top that, but I don't know. You may have outdone yourself, girl.
Yeah, I topped it. And I got to tell you, earlier, if you're just joining us, Reggie was talking about a dream he had where he was a jockey. Let's get one thing straight, my love. I'm 5 feet tall. I'm the jockey. You stick with the running back business, okay? That's what you were built for.
That's a good point. That's, dream. We can all dream, though, right?
You're right.
Well, Lisa, it was great.
You always look good, my friend. Good to be here with you.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, thank you. Good to be with you, too. It was so fun to have you last year, and I'm glad you're back this year.
Thank you. Thank you. It's just such an honor to be with you tonight to support the amazing work that the cancer support community does. I mean, I can't tell you how much I personally have fallen in love with this organization, as has Denver 7. So we love it that you're here with us tonight. Tonight, you're going to hear some stories about the impact of the $50 million in free support and navigation services the cancer support community provides each year to people affected by cancer. That includes both patients and their loved ones, their caregivers. That important work could not be done without the incredible community of supporters, starting with the amazing sponsors. We've got to get through this list because, again, we could not have done this year without you. Our Winners Circle sponsor, the Tappan Clancy Foundation. Thank you again so much. Our Derby sponsors, Shortline Auto Group and Mike Shaw Subaru. Jockey Club sponsors, which you'll see listed here up on the screen. Our friends and family sponsors, also listed here on the screen. You're going to see their name throughout the program because we couldn't do it without all of you. Thank you so much for going the extra mile to support CSC through the years. Your dedication, your commitment mean really more than ever, especially during this challenging time. In the spirit of that commitment, join me in recognizing the board of directors for the cancer support community. What an amazing group. They go out of their way each and every day to make programs just like this go on without any problems. I also want to recognize this year's benefit committee that didn't miss a beat when our beloved event went virtual. I mean, this has been a wild time. This is now the third event that I've emceed from home, and I got to tell you, every single one of them I've done in my slippers. So that's been fun for me, but I know it's been a challenge for all of you out there planning it. So thank you for all that you've done. I also want to extend a special thank you to the Denver-based Anschutz Foundation, Colorado Cancer Coalition, and the Cancer League of Colorado for funding a critical research project that's going to help us study the true effects of cancer in our local community. So again, thank you to you. To all of our sponsors, the benefit committee, and all of the individual donors who have given gifts to advance Cancer Support Community's mission, thank you. We love you. I know you're out there probably at your homes having a good time right now, and hey, Reggie might not drink alcohol, but I sure do. So, hey, cheers to you. Hopefully you've got a julep in hand. And remember, every dollar that we raise this evening is going to help people affected by all types of cancers at a time when really the demand for CSC services is at an all-time high. All right, Reggie, I'm passing the ball back to you, my friend. He's going to tell us a few ways that you can participate tonight.
Thank you very much, Lisa. And I, too, have a shoe.
And you're in your jeans. See, it's all business up top and,
yeah,
well,
exactly.
Couch life down below.
I was going to wear my sandals, but I figured I put on a real pair of shoes. Well, thank you, Lisa. We appreciate you. All right. So guess what, everybody? I did find a picture of Lisa sporting her swan hat from last year. Can we? Oh, look at that. And you know what? You can't tell here, but that looked like a real swan on her head. When you walked by, it looked like a real animal because she had some animation in it. It kind of robotically moved around a little bit. All right, so we've been hearing a lot about the power of community and the positive impact we have when we all work together. As a football player, I know this is a fact. Football is a team sport, so is fundraising. By the end of tonight's program, we want to raise $125,000 to support cancer patients and their loved ones, and I am confident that if we work as a team, we will reach that goal and show cancer patients and their loved ones that the community is stronger than cancer. Now, it's really easy to donate and get in on the auction action. All you need to do is text CSC Derby 2020 to 76278, then follow the steps to register. You can also go to cscderby2020.givesmart.com, and you'll find a variety of exciting items to bid on, as well as opportunities to donate. Now, there are items at every price point, so please check those out. And so now I'm getting word that we've got some donations rolling in already, and I like to recognize a few of the donors who are already stepping up to help us out. We have Jeannie Trevor, thank you very much. Jan Kolodny, thank you. Andrea Tarr, Kim Vandre, and Wayne and Alicia Guerra. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. And again, please continue to make your donations. Remember, the first $10,000 that we receive is being matched, and we appreciate that generosity. You can donate and visit the auction at any point during tonight's program. All right, now let me bring on Marcia Donziger. She is Vice President of Digital Strategy and Business Development at the Cancer Support Community. She's also the founder of My Lifeline. And look at that beautiful hat, that beautiful face, that beautiful person. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you too, Reggie.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we know how important this night is, and I love it that we've been able to get together every year for 6 years to do this. I'm sad that we couldn't get together in person this year, but I look forward to doing that again next year.
Yes, so do I. And we have to keep up our traditions.
We do.
And in the
Oh,
spirit, it seems like we've come up with a new tradition tonight, and that's disclosing our footwear. So guilty of flip-flops tonight.
that's great. Well, they look great.
They feel great. That's all I know. Better than the heels I normally wear.
Exactly.
Well,
good.
thank you so much, Reggie.
You bet.
Hi, everyone. I would like to thank you all for joining me tonight. I am just thrilled that you're a part of our community. I am really excited about this mint julep that I learned how to make from our world champion mixologist, Charles. So thank you to Charles for doing that for us. I hope you all have a mint julep in hand and are dressed in your derby best, and I can't wait to see your pictures after this event. You've probably noticed that Reggie, Lisa, and I are coming to you from different locations here in Denver in an abundance of caution. My thanks goes to Rollins Production Studio, also here in Denver, and Reggie and his crew at the Gala team, who have been a truly essential part of planning this event. Thank you. And thank you to my talented co-host for the second year in a row, Lisa Hidalgo. You look beautiful in your amazingly unique hat as always. And next year we will raise a toast in person. Cheers. I also don't want this night to get away without special recognition for the event crew that worked so hard behind the scenes for several weeks and even months to really pivot from a physical event to a virtual event. Thank you, Alyssa, Kathy, Ted, Natalie, Lauren, Darren, and Kareem. Your work has not gone unnoticed, and thank you so much for helping us put together this community event tonight. Many of you know me as the founder of My Lifeline Cancer Foundation, an organization really built to transform the cancer experience through community and connection. About 3 years ago, we merged into the cancer support community, a global network of hope. Since then, we have expanded our offerings together to provide professional support and warm connections to tens of thousands of people through our online programs and our in-person programs. Our mission is to ensure that everyone impacted by cancer can be empowered by knowledge, strengthened by action, and sustained by community. And if you choose to donate tonight, know that you are supporting our capacity to continue to provide free services. It's been a tough year. Tonight's event comes as we are all experiencing the unprecedented effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, driving uncertainty into all of our lives, and cancer patients are among the most vulnerable groups. As a cancer survivor myself, I remember experiencing the loneliness and isolation of being home for an extended period of time with a weakened immune system. And I understand that cancer is a scary, isolating experience. As a result, people have been turning to the cancer support community in record numbers since the crisis began. Beginning in March, we extended our helpline hours to 7 days a week, and our call volume is up 80%. This is important because when you call our helpline, you will be met with a licensed health professional on the other end of the line, providing a critical service, which is to provide that clear navigation and guidance that is necessary to help walk with you through a crisis. Reaching more people and acknowledging their unique circumstances is a hallmark of what we do. In that spirit, I would like to introduce you to a new member of our family. Her name is Ruby. Ruby is the result of our efforts to become the gold standard in digital services, providing support, navigation, and guidance throughout the treatment journey and beyond. In July, we launched a new website that really underscores our belief that community is stronger than cancer. And Ruby is an important part of this program. Ruby is ready to open the digital doors where you can find unique yoga and meditation classes, learn healthy recipes, chat with a helpline counselor, join our My Lifeline communities and discussion boards, and much, much more. So without further delay, let me introduce you to Ruby, our community navigator.
Hope. A seemingly simple word, but often overused and misunderstood. The ability to hope means that we can envision a future that is different from the current moment. It means we can find our way when a path is not clear. Our hopes may change with time and circumstance, but we continue to hope. People impacted by cancer have always had to tap into their hope in moments of crisis, of pain, and devastation. Every cancer experience is different and personal, and it's critical to make a connection with those who understand. For almost 40 years, the cancer support community has been a relentless ally for people impacted by cancer and a fierce advocate for hope. When the distance between us seems insurmountable, we show how community is stronger than cancer, and that we can create our communities in new ways and with different tools. The world can seem like an overwhelming place, but behind these doors, we have solutions to these challenges with new and innovative ways to support millions of people. We are here to listen. We are here to engage. We are here to provide personalized support and answers for your concerns, anxieties, and needs. In this moment and into the future. And that's why I'm here. Hi, my name is Ruby. I'm a community navigator, and my job is to answer your questions and be a source of hope. Thank you for coming through our doors and joining our cancer support community.
I am so excited for everyone to visit our newly redesigned website. You can meet Ruby and take advantage of our virtual programs. When I think of the cancer support community, I think of hope and connection and resilience, and that's what we're here to do. I want to reassure you that we are your relentless ally, helping you face COVID-19 and cancer within a community so you don't feel alone. We could not do this important work without our generous community of donors, sponsors, corporate partners, and volunteers. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for you every day. Now, I'd like you to meet a few inspirational cancer survivors who are a part of our community.
What's up, cancer support community? Ethan Zahn here, winner of Survivor Africa and two-time cancer crusher. Cancer is a strange beast. Like, I've never felt so much love and so much support by those around me, but I've never felt so alone. And for me, communicating directly and individual with those people taking care of me was torture. You know, telling that story over and over and over again brought me to a really dark place. So to have a platform like my Lifeline is truly a blessing. I could share a story, post a picture, keep people up to date on my treatment plan. I could even ask for donations. It made it so much easier and more manageable to communicate with those people that love me, and it kept me from thinking about some really dark things going on in my life. And it's so comforting to know that when you feel alone, like devastatingly alone, my Lifeline was there for me. So I just want to say thank you to cancer support community. Thank you to my Lifeline for all the amazing and critical work that you're doing for people like me.
Doctor took blood work, did a bone marrow biopsy, and came back with the news that I had CML, chronic myeloid leukemia. Never even heard of it before. And so began my journey with cancer. Then along came the other big C, COVID-19. No more social life. I live alone. I could no longer go out with my friends for lunch or dinner, no canasta, no mahjong. Luckily, I was involved with the cancer support community, and that has helped because our blood cancer networking sessions are on Zoom. So I still get a chance to see those people. And speaking about the cancer support community, I can't say enough about them and how they have helped me. One of the things that I got involved with was a painting workshop. And one day I was just messing around. My instructor was doing a beautiful job painting, and this is what I did. And halfway through this, I looked at it and I said, I have a name for this painting. I'm going to call it The Colors of Cancer. And if you look closely, you'll see right in the middle, there's a word written in yellow, and it says hope. And hope is what the cancer support community has given me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Burke Ryder. My diagnosis was osteosarcoma, and you saw me in last year's Derby Party video. I just wanted to take this video for an update and say I'm doing well. I'm in Cape Cod, where I spend the summers with my family. And I wanted to say thank you to cancer support community for being a big part of my treatment and helping me stay connected with family. I'm going to boarding school very soon at Kimball Union Academy, and I'm hoping that this school year is going to be great. Thanks.
I have stage 4 esophageal cancer. Went metastatic about a year ago, just before my daughter's wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Hey, COVID-19, it's affected everybody. For cancer patients, it's made something that's already difficult enough just that much more difficult. And so cancer support communities, they need your help. It's free to us, but it can't be free to us without your help. So get your wallets out. We need your help.
You know, these stories are always so inspirational, and you can't help but notice that these people are smiling as they talk about this period in their lives that they went through and this battle that they fought. And the reason that they're smiling is because they have hope. And that is so much a part of what the cancer support community helps them hold on to, that hope, that community, that support. And that's what we're here to do tonight, because as Chad said, CSC cannot provide free services without the help of our amazing supporters like you. That's why we're here, to make sure that the patients like the one we just met continue to receive the vital support and navigation services. You know, as of now, we are at 75% of our goal of $125,000. We're at $94,000 raised so far. So please keep those donations coming. You can donate at any time by texting CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. Again, that's CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. Now, your dollars truly do make a difference when giving to CSC, and here's how your dollars can help. So at $1,000, and I'm getting a note here that we have some breaking news. We're pleased to announce a special gift. Sharon Gantz Bloom and Cindy Gantz are contributing $10,000 as a match. Thank you so much to Sharon and Cindy. We appreciate that. So we're going to start off asking if anyone wants to donate $1,000. And so if 10 people give $1,000 right now, that is going to be matched by Cindy and Sharon. Thank you. And this is on top of the $10,000 match we already had from Dominic and Nikki Shrivner. So thank you guys very much for your generosity. We are at $95,000 raised right now. And to give you an idea of how a $10,000 donation helps cancer patients and their loved ones, with $1,000, you can offer 10 sessions with a specialist to learn the latest in cancer clinical trials, allow 10 families to be advised by a pediatric oncology specialist. And so we want to say thank you to that, and I want to recognize a few more. We have Jill Durovsik, Ken and Nancy Levin, and Monique Breno. Thank you very much. We appreciate your donations at the $1,000 level. We've also, please keep those donations coming in. We're going to continue to raise money for a few days here. Our auction is going to close on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But right now we're at $106,000 raised so far. And I want to tell you how a $500 gift would help cancer patients and their loved ones. $500 would facilitate online discussion boards staffed by licensed professionals for 20 people who are impacted by cancer. It would provide 5 sessions with a CSC genetics counselor. And want to take a look and see, we have at the $500 level, we have Mitch and Janice Goldberg, thank you very much. We have Darren Abram, thank you very much. We have Adam and Carrie Wolf, thank you for your $500 gift. We have Ken and Liz Scalette, thank you for your $500 generous donation. And we're grateful to anyone who could make a $500 donation. But if you can't, any amount that you can donate will help. And, you know, it's the power of community. That's what we're talking about tonight, the power of community. And if 5 people donated $100, that would help 20 patients by creating a $500 gift. And we are now at $111,558. Please keep those donations coming in. How about a $250 donation? That would help cancer patients and their loved ones by helping 5 individuals make informed decisions about their cancer treatment options. That's one of the toughest parts about cancer, is that you get this diagnosis, you have a conversation with your doctor, these different options are presented to you, but often they're things you've never heard of. It's confusing, it can be scary. To have somebody sitting by your side to help you wade through the pros and cons of those options is a big part of what the cancer support community does. You can fly a cancer survivor to Washington, D.C. to advocate on Capitol Hill in favor of cancer support. And we are now at $113,558. And looking at our Google Doc here, we have Ellen Goring at $250. Thank you very much. Paula Malone, David Friedman, Brandon Collier, Timothy Andrews, John Carath, and Sandra Myers. Thank you very much for your gifts at $250, and please keep those gifts coming. You are making a big impact. You know, one of the big things for cancer survivors is, as Marcia said earlier, cancer is a very lonely experience. That this is something that's happening inside your own body, and it's hard to know. You know, you're fighting it, and people are trying to help you. But we've learned that love does work, empathy does work, prayer does work, community does work. That when you have people around you who care about you and who are supporting you, it makes a big difference in your ability to maintain your hope as you go forward. And we're at $114,358 raised so far. Anyone else at $250 or at $100, please keep those donations coming. All right, now I want to tell you one of my favorite ways to support CSC, and that's the auction. You can continue to make your donations, and we'll give you an update in a little bit on where we stand. But you have a chance to win some incredible one-of-a-kind items and unique experiences. So if you haven't already done so, check our auction by going to cscderby2020.givesmart.com. cscderby2020.givesmart.com. Trust me, there's something there for everyone. Now, all of the silent auction items are available through Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. here in Denver. We have a few spectacular auction items that we want to draw your attention to, so let's learn more about those items. Number one is Watch What Happens Live, tickets in New York City. So this is 2 tickets to a taping of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Bravo's late night talk show. It includes 100,000 miles on United Airlines to book airfare to the Big Apple. Now, if you're here in Denver, Jay's Valet will let you travel in style with round-trip luxury transportation to and from the airport. So thank you, Jay's Valet. Tickets will be redeemable when the show resumes studio filming. And please note that the winner and the guest both must be over the age of 21 to attend. All right, our next item is a Winter Park week getaway. And you can make memories in majestic Winter Park, Colorado. It's a short 1.5-hour drive from Denver. Your mountain getaway includes a 1-week stay in a beautifully furnished 2-bedroom, 3-bath townhome. Sleeps 8 people. You have vaulted ceilings, fireplace, playroom, fully stocked kitchen, and a private hot tub. And you'll be in walking distance to local restaurants, bars, activities in town, so you can grab your family, grab some friends, and go get this getaway. It's available April 12th through November 18th of 2021. So that's spring, summer, and fall. Winter Park is a beautiful place to be. And just to give you an update on that one, the bidding on that Winter Park trip right now is $650. The bidding on the Watch What Happens Live, the previous package, is at $2,750. So get your bids in on that. Give you an update on our paddle raiser. We're at $118,000 so far. We're at 95% of our goal. So please keep those donations coming. We're trying to get to $125,000. We're at $118,000 right now. All right, next up, we have 2 items that are the opportunity to hang out with George Karl. He's a former coach of our own Denver Nuggets and a 3-time cancer survivor and a longtime friend of the cancer support community. So first opportunity is Top Golf with George Karl. Round up 11 of your friends for a memorable 3-hour event at Top Golf in Centennial, Colorado with George Karl. Your private Top Golf bay offers a driving range and your own wait staff. You'll get food, non-alcoholic beverages, taxes, and service charge are included. Golf experts and novices alike will enjoy the interactive game, aiming at targets on the range, and George Karl is sure to give everyone a few pointers, and this item right now is at $1,000. Get your bids in on this package. And then finally, we have an opportunity to dine with George Karl, and by the way, we're now at $119,258. We're 95% toward our goal of $125,000. Please keep those donations coming. So you dine with George Karl. Treat your family to a healthy catered dinner with George Karl's. Dinner for up to 10 people, including George, prepared by Chef on the Rock Shayna Martin. Now the package expires September of 2021, so start planning ahead for next summer. Now Chef on the Rock Shayna Martin works as a personal chef, providing healthy meals for families, individuals, and companies. She educates people on healthy eating and cooking through cooking classes, detoxes, and cleanses. So this item expires September 5th of next year, 2021. It's available in the Denver metro area only, and it's based on mutual availability of everybody involved. So please get your bids in on that. Again, the auction will stay open until Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now at $120,258, 96% toward our goal. Remember, you have a year to plan ahead with that George Karl item to enjoy these prizes, and especially as we observe our current social distancing guidelines. Make sure you get your bids in. These items will close on Tuesday. All right, now let's head over to costume designer Megan Turek, who's going to teach us a little something about derby fashion.
Hi there, my name is Megan Turek. I'm a costume designer and tailor working in the New York theater, film, and TV industry. I was so honored when the cancer support community invited me to speak at their Kentucky Derby after party and benefit. CSC is an organization whose services clearly mean so much to those diagnosed with cancer and their loved ones, and it is my pleasure to join all of you this evening in support of this amazing community. I know you're all decked out at home tonight and looking great, but missing time with friends. And I know we are all hopeful we will be back together in person soon. So as you sip on your mint juleps, let's plan for the 2021 Derby, when hopefully we will all be together again. I thought I might approach talking about Derby fashion by sharing with you how I might put together a Derby look. What makes the idea of designing a show or a scene set at the Derby so exciting is that the attendees always dress to the nine, but there's also this unmistakable element of fun. After all, the Derby is a place to see and be seen, and the name of the game is finding a way to make striking and even outlandish headwear work flawlessly with your look. So, how would I design scenes at the Kentucky Derby? I would think color, pattern, and hats. Now, I know the Kentucky Derby is taking place this year in September, at the end of the summer, but historically it's held on the first Saturday in May. So, I would use soft but bright colors that embody the excitement of spring. Maybe something like this kind of retro floral number, or even something as bright and eye-catching as this guy here. So then I would want to incorporate some fun in the form of playful patterns like stripes, checks, or even polka dots. Gentlemen, this is the perfect time to break out that seersucker suit and bow tie. And of course the key to any Derby look is the hat. Continue to think spring with flowers or feathers, even birds. And of course, I would take a look at current Derby styles, including fantastic outfits worn by the attendees of CSC's annual Derby event. In shopping for a hat for your look, you might find that many of them are wildly expensive, but you can wear a hat that is completely unique if you make your own. So let me show you how. To celebrate with all of you, I created a hat of my own. I decorated it using paper flowers that I bought for $1 a stem. I could attach this to a hat using a hot glue gun or some floral wire. And then you just get down to the variety store and buy a straw beach hat, attach the flowers, and just like that, you've got a Derby hat that looks really great for 20 bucks. It's been so lovely to be here with all of you today. Thank you so much for making me a part of your incredible community at this truly special event.
Thank you so much, Megan. Those were really helpful tips. In fact, I even added a few extra black feathers, as you can see, based on Megan's advice. And so it is now my profound pleasure to introduce you to George Carl, who is with us today to present the 2020 George Carl Courage Award. As Reggie mentioned, George is a longtime friend of CSC and my lifeline. He's an NBA coach. He's a 3-time cancer survivor and a fierce advocate for those going through cancer today. He was even recognized for an ESPY award for his perseverance. It's always a joyful reunion when we get to see each other in person at this Derby fundraiser normally. He always looks so sharp. When people say a cancer diagnosis is life-changing, George understands the full meaning of that statement. We were so inspired by his stories and his actions that we named our Courage Award in his honor. George?
Marcia, your words are too kind, thank you. And I just so appreciate my friendship and relationship with my lifeline and now CSC. And I just look forward to this event so much. I'm sorry it was canceled, but I think you guys have done an amazing job on putting together on virtuality here. But, you know, it's been almost 10 years since my event with my most serious bout with cancer. I used my lifeline, my family used my lifeline, and it was a savior in many, many ways of our attitude staying strong. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am truly honored to be named the Courage Award after me. But the people that we got to really realize are the recipients of this award, selected every year, who inspire all of us. This year, we are recognizing an incredible cancer survivor, a full-time working wife and mother of 3, diagnosed with breast cancer 3 years ago, fought through 2.5 years of unbelievably difficult treatments. She embodies the word courage. When you hear her story, you will understand why. It is my pleasure to present the 2020 George Carl Courage Award to Amber Havekost. Congratulations, Amber, and thank you for being courageous.
It was all rushing at me like a freight train, and yet in my mind it was just, oh my gosh, I have cancer. Hundreds of trips to Rose, hundreds of doctors or medical people. The amount of hours that I spent with chemo being infused into my jugular and hours under the radiation, you know, how many times I had to be butt naked in front of a doctor and vulnerable in the most vulnerable of senses and awful all at the same time. And that's the part they don't tell you about. Go see this plastic surgeon, they're gonna help put you back together. Okay. I had no idea what that actually meant. Not only do they strip everything feminine from you with, you know, amputating boobs off of you, and then in chemo you lose hair and you lose eyelashes and you lose eyebrows, and like you lose all things feminine, and it was so hard. That just started this journey for me of cataloging and capturing the entire experience. I think for me, blogging just helped, through my lifeline, thankfully, who was literally my lifeline, just helped me connect with all of my people. At the end of every day, I would sit in my bed or in my cancer chair and I would write. If only we'd known what was headed our way. Milestones in life offer so much. Opportunities to reminisce, to consider growth, to contemplate gratitude. 2020 was supposed to be different. We were supposed to be planning a celebration of our oldest daughter's graduation from high school, a milestone that, well, we were just happy to get to. As the socially distant, everyone in a mask, months delayed ceremony neared, we spent time reflecting on the pictures that have captured the past 18 years. Picture after picture of life before diagnosis drew me in. Our eyes and our smiles struck me, oblivious to the pain that would rip into our souls. If only we'd known what was headed our way. The pictures elicited such deep emotions, and while I was nostalgic for the time before diagnosis, I didn't have an urge to go back and change the story. Because just as I saw our pre-diagnosis faces, I also saw the faces that have come after. Faces that reflect endurance and hope and gratitude, all things necessary for what comes with surviving. I'm not gonna lie, I have some very human resentment towards the mystery. If only we could see what's coming, then we could be more prepared, right? Because the freight trains hurt just way too much. But as much as I struggle with the mystery, the reality is that if we were actually responsible for our own lesson planning, our bias would naturally hold us back, and we wouldn't be nearly as strong as the mystery offers, nor as grateful. And we certainly couldn't learn the depth of our own courage. Courage isn't being fearless. It's not only okay to be afraid, it's human to be afraid. Courage is having that fear but moving forward anyway, whether you want to or not, because sometimes you don't have a choice. Allowing others to step into your world, to see your vulnerability, that's courage. That's community, that's love. And it's far stronger than cancer. I am so very honored to represent the courage of cancer for all of us. Thank you, cancer support community. And my lifeline, I'm so thankful I get to call you friends. For me, cancer is teaching me to deepen my faith rather than give up on it, to not resent the unknown, but instead to find it freeing, to sit in the silence and listen to the richness of the moment, to choose vulnerability even when it's hard, to endure, and to hold both authenticity and gratitude together. For the people in my story, I'm in awe of you. Chris, your perseverance, selflessness, and relentless love. Haley, your resilience and adaptability. Caitlin, your anchored faith, quiet peace, and steadfast light. Annabelle, your boldness and fierce conviction. Mom and Dad, your generosity, fortitude, and unwavering support. For our incredible families, your constant presence and willingness to step in and step up. And for my dear friends, your availability and consistent encouragement. Each one of these sentiments represents a depth of gratitude indescribable. I could go on for days, but I am just so very grateful for you all. Courage is the battle. It is the caregiver. It is surviving. It's living changed 5 minutes at a time. It's choosing to learn what cancer teaches, and it's trusting that God wastes nothing. Thanks.
Wow, Amber, thank you so much for sharing your story. It is so inspiring, and it's a reminder that the CSC's free services really make a difference in people's lives and help them get through a difficult time in their lives. That's why we're so grateful that all of you are donating tonight. And, you know, I was inspired by Megan Turek and the little demonstration that she gave, and so I have a derby hat now to put on. And oh yeah, players, oh yeah. If I had only been wearing this during my day as a jockey, but okay. Let's put up that leaderboard screen again and show everyone where we are. We're at $131,000 raised. The goal was $125,000. We're at 105% of the goal. And ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause, but also keep those donations coming. As Marcia said earlier, cancer is a lonely experience. When people watch this and they see how much love and support you have for them, that you're thinking about them, that you care about them, that you're giving on their behalf, and they see that you've gone beyond the goal that we've set, you have a goal that you as a dynamic group of people are setting moment by moment yourselves. Let's keep climbing toward whatever that goal is, whatever that number is we can achieve. And I want to recognize a few people who have donated since we were reading off the names. We have Chris Tomko donated $1,000. Thank you, Chris. We have Catrice Wheeler donated $1,000. Thank you. At $500, we have David Franklin and Scott Wheeler. Thank you both for your contributions. And at $250, we have Holly Tyson, Mark Levin, Austin Wheeler, and Dale Wheeler. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate your generosity and support. Keep those donations coming. It's been inspiring to see the people in chat telling the reasons why they're supporting the work. And so it's not too late to get your donations in. Text CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. Your dollars do make a difference in the lives of cancer patients and caregivers today. Now, we've been keeping an eye on the silent auction. It looks like there's some real interest in our items. So remember, the auction will close on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. here in Denver. So hurry, get your bids in. That will close on Tuesday. And for now, I'm going to throw it back over to Lisa.
Okay, Reggie, I unfortunately cannot take you serious in that hat, but don't worry. I snapped a few photos of it so that we have proof that we can use in next year's reel. And I'm going to send to all of your ex-players, all the ex-Broncos, just so they can see what you've been up to these days.
Yeah, well, you know, listen, I made this hat during the break. I mean, during the time I just was stitching away and got the sewing machine out, so.
I'm impressed. You look good, my friend. This has been such a fun night. We want to thank everybody for being here and obviously exceeding our goal of $125,000. I feel like we should now up it to 200. I mean, why not? You know, we've got a few more days so that if you do still want to participate, you can. Let's exceed that. You know, I love that in my script, I'm reading it here on the right-hand side. It says, if we do not reach our fundraising goal, I don't even have to read that because we did it, but we love your support and we want to exceed this goal. Why not? The silent auction is running until Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So Tuesday until 8 Eastern. So please go on there. If you've got friends or family that may want to participate, send them some of the links, send them some of the images. We would love to have that. And remember, you text CSC Derby 2020 to 76278. That's oh, look, right over my mouth. I actually have a funny story about this. The very first live shot that I ever did in TV news was in Grand Junction, and they had me framed up so that all you saw was about that part of me, which was great. It was the best first live shot I could have ever had. Again, that's CSC Derby 2020 to 76278, or go to cscderby2020.givesmart.com. Tell your friends, tell your families about this amazing organization. It's only going to get better from here. They too can help to make a difference because really it's true. As Reggie said earlier, cancer impacts all of us at some point in our life. Every action has impact. So let's keep this momentum going. Thank you to the entire cancer support community for joining us tonight. We couldn't have done this without you. Our sponsors, mwah, we blow you kisses through this Zoom, through this YouTube. We thank you. On behalf of Reggie, George, Marcia, and myself, it has been a pleasure hosting this event. We love that you were able to join. I know it's a little weird. You know, we've all had to change things up in the last few months. The good news is no one has to Uber home or drive home. You just get to crawl up to your bed. So have a few more mint juleps this evening. Enjoy your night. We are so grateful that you have proven community is stronger than cancer. Have a great night. We will hopefully see you next year in person. Good night.